is Amy. And I'm a typical sustainable consumer. I believe that I contribute to make the world a better place. I highly prioritize to buy organic, fair trade, etc. I also wish to buy clothes manufactured with focus on sparing the environment. I'm clearly a protagonist for the fact that the postmodern lifestyle has to change.
Over the last 25 years, a big change has been taking place in the fashion industry. Development and focus on the environmental consequences of the fashion industry is becoming a larger trend. Entrepreneurs around the world is initiating sustainability and becoming more aware of vintage products and flea markets. In Denmark, we've observed upcoming businesses like Ferrers Copenhagen, Rita Blues and bloggers becoming a part of this urban grouping. This is all part in providing an impact on the consumer which, in relation to sustainability content, wishes to be changed. When looking at the consumer and sustainability, we are talking about an ethic initiative that makes a good conscious. It is good for the environment. The consumer chooses sustainability to make them feel good about themselves.
Wow, I feel good.
And to feel you are making the world a better place. The disadvantages for the sustainable consumer is that it's much more expensive to buy sustainable fashion and is less accessible. This is a building, the H&M building. It's very nice. They have a collection called Conscious, which is their sustainable initiative. We will get back to that later. Here we have 3 different occupations. It's important that the 3 of them work together throughout the value chain.
Hey guys, I'm sustainable fashion. I don't have directly contact to the consumer, and therefore it's important for me to have the ability to communicate through the clothes. I wish that the consumer make a sustainable choice. It's important because the clothes has to appeal to the consumer. Furthermore, it's important for me to take the consumer's lifestyle into consideration with the purpose of being able to identify what the consumer wants.
Hello. I'm fashion management. I buy materials and guarantee that the fabrics is sustainable. Back in the days, the population knew where their fabric came from and didn't buy that much, where today people tend to overconsume. For instance, clothes today have a shorter lifespan. Did you know that 350,000 tons of used clothing goes into landfills in the UK every year? This bar chart illustrates the production of cotton. The use of organic materials was rated higher at 71.4% by the respondents who were aware of sustainable apparel.
We have made quite a lot of interviews of H&M's consumers. Most of them have an interest in sustainability and knows what it stands for, but does not actually buy it. They don't make it a priority. Of them to use flea markets and vintage stores, or at least recycle their clothes. Even though the people we have interviewed had knowledge about H&M's sustainable programs and their conscious collection, they don't choose it on purpose. In addition, we see a something for nothing mentality. Based on our research, we found out that the typical sustainable consumer appear to be more educated, have high income. The things H&M's consumers misses are more information about their sustainable programs. It should be better promoted and clarified in stores.
Hey, I'm from marketing and communication design. My job is to make a bigger focus on sustainability throughout campaigns, ads in magazines, etc. It's difficult to know whether the consumer is ready to convert from thought to action and to buy more sustainable clothes, as it requires a lot of effort. But I have to attempt to make the consumer willing to adapt and start making small change. I'm in charge of talking to businesses to make them use new concepts in the future, such as repairing, recycling, changing, renting, and leasing clothes. Many brands do use rational language and concepts when talking about sustainability, when what they really need to do is think about creating consumer advocacy by building much stronger emotional connection.
The problem is that people are not informed enough about their actions, as the most common problem is that people do think sustainably, but do not act accordingly.